I recently came back from an amazing trip in South Africa, and if you have missed it, I'm gonna link here and here and here the playlist with all the amazing videos. But in this one, the last video that I'm gonna make about South Africa, let's not overpromise. I wanna show you the top 10 things that I think you can do in Cape Town and the surrounding area. And let's do this. Quick disclaimer, this is my personal top 10 and it's more focused on the outdoor activities and the nature, which I really like. And if you don't like this, or if you wanna kinda do other stuff in Cape Town, don't worry, I'll just link other videos for other activities that you can do right in the description below. Number one must be Table Mountain. Everyone that visits Cape Town must go to Table Mountain. The view is spectacular and this is considered one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. So if you have a good day on a good weather, make sure you head out to the cable car and then just spend several hours in the mountain. Hike the area around, enjoy the amazing views and take thousands of photos of the city and of the surrounding area. I was completely blown away by the beauty of this place. It's just one of the best views you will ever get in your life. There's no mistake when people say that Cape Town is one of the most beautiful places on earth, and Table Mountain just discovers it right in front of you. One of a kind view. You have to visit Table Mountain. Speaking about views, number 2 on my list is sunsets. If it was me, I would directly go to Signal Hill. It's accessible by car very easily and you can see one of the most amazing sunsets in your life. We personally didn't have enough time to enjoy a sunset right in the heart of Cape Town. We did enjoy many other sunsets, by the way, but you should definitely do this if you have a little bit more time. Lion's Head is another location, but just keep in mind that you need to hike for around an hour or so to get to that point. So, you know, the return home, it might be a little bit dangerous in the dark. So make sure if you do this to have someone with you. You can admire the sunset also on one of the many beaches in Cape Town and the surrounding area, and this is number 3 on my list. There are many huge beaches right in the heart of the city, and the white sand and the waves, they just make it a very special place. We visited Cape Town in the low season and the winter, which is like 20 degrees still. But if you go in the summer, you can of course spend some time sunbathing and enjoying the view. The water will be cold, but the view from the beach also towards Table Mountain in the back is gorgeous. Trust me on this one. My absolute favorite activity in Cape Town was diving with seals. Technically sea lions. Seals are a bit different. I don't get it, but the locals told me so. Sea lions. You have to do this even if you're scared of water or wildlife or whatever. There are offers that you can just go on the boat without diving in and, you know, you do the seal watching trip, whatever. Don't do this. Just go in the water and play with the seals. I say play because they're really playful. They'll come check you out. They'll even bite your fin or something. And the interaction level for a wild animal, it's stunning. It's like, imagine this. I was feeling very sick because there are a lot of waves and so on. I was actually throwing up in the middle of the session. And still, I threw up and I got back in the water. It was that amazing. It was like, oh, you want to hug them and they're like so close. They get like really close. I actually touched one by accident. One of the reasons I liked so much the seal diving experience was because of the people there. Our guides were so friendly and so great, and they had so many amazing stories to tell us. And this is actually my number 5. Just spend time with the locals. Talk with them. It doesn't matter if it's in a restaurant or if it's any of the activities you're gonna do. They have amazing stories to tell, and I'm telling you, they're super friendly. I love South Africans. They're just great people, very warm, very welcome to tourists, which is not the case always when you go and travel around the world, but they're just It's something special speaking with the locals. I loved it, and we learned so many things about the nature and the people and the environment and just everything about the city, the history, the food and everything. It's just great. Just spend some time with the locals and you'll learn a lot. Talking about the locals, you must visit Bukap neighborhood. It's a national heritage place for the South Africans, and right now it's actually the home of all the Instagrammers, and all the Instagram shoots in Cape Town happen there. I would definitely recommend you read up on the story behind it because it's quite interesting, and just walk around the streets, feel the locals and how they act in the area, and also of course take some photos because the houses are beautiful and they're so colorful. It's just great experience to spend a few hours there. 7. Number 7 is the food. I'm a big foodie. I love to eat, and the food in Cape Town was amazing. It was delicious. Everything that we tasted was of superb quality. We had brunch, we had a lot of fish, a lot of meat like ribs, and oh boy, some oysters, and everything you can imagine, they have it. It's somehow Mediterranean style kitchen, but also a local kitchen. There's also some like Western European or maybe like American. It's a combination of many things, but the most important for me was it tasted amazing. It was just, oh boy, I could eat for days and days and then just taste different things, and I love the food there. What made impression on me is whichever restaurant we chose, the service and the food and everything was great. I think it's really hard to go wrong, so I'm not gonna give you recommendations on places to eat and so on, but just go outside, maybe ask some locals, but whichever restaurant you choose, I'm sure you're going to have a blast. The last 3 activities are a little bit outside of the city, and for the next one I would strongly recommend you rent a car. Around Cape Town there are many beautiful roads that you can enjoy. Of course, the most famous one is Chapman's Peak, which is like one of the best driving roads in the world. But just going from the city center to Hout Bay, which is the place with the diving with the seals, it was so beautiful, so scenic, and you can see Table Mountain and Lion's Head from every corner, and you have mountains on the one side and you have the ocean on the other. It's just mesmerizing and the views are breathtaking, and you can just stop, enjoy, and then continue on your road. Number 9 is Cape Point and Cape Good Hope in Table Mountain National Park. It's about 30 to 40 minute drive from the city, but it's totally worth it. It's beautiful, it's a huge park, and you can definitely spend the whole day out there, and be prepared for the wind because it's always super windy there, and of course bring comfortable shoes and clothes because you're going to climb a lot of stairs. Make sure you dedicate a full day for this trip because we went there around 2 o'clock and we didn't get to Cape Point. We managed to see only Cape of Good Hope, and there's a lot more to see also. They're also by the ocean. There are beaches there that you can visit, and it's just beautiful. And make sure you don't feed the baboons. The last one is Boulders Beach, the penguin colony. They're so beautiful and clumsy, these creatures, and they're at home, so it's not like you're in a zoo. Well, it feels a little bit like a zoo on the platform, but it's so beautiful, and there's so many of them. They have their babies there, there's like a nesting ground, and they are everywhere. That's the best part, that you can get really up close, and it seems like they don't care, they don't give a damn about the people. They're so used to them, and you can kind of interact with them without, of course, disturbing them. They'll come check you out and so on. It's just beautiful to get so close to the wildlife. One thing that we couldn't get to do because of weather forecast, but I would definitely advise you to try, is kayaking on Boulders Beach. yeah, you can just go out and see them swimming around you and all those beautiful things, not only moving clumsy on the beach, which is also great experience, of course. And on the southern part, there's this secret beach where there are no fencing, there's nothing, and the penguins are still there, they're chilling. You need to go up some rocks, but it's definitely a place worth visiting, and you're going to love how close. It's really, this is the best part. You get really close to the animals and you feel like one of them without disturbing them at all. And that is everything for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you're visiting Cape Town or South Africa, this video was helpful for you. If you have any questions concerning the city or anything else, make sure you leave me a comment down below and I will make sure to answer you as soon as possible. Of course, if you want to see more content like this, or you just really like me, or maybe you don't, but you still want to support me because you're a friend of mine, make sure you subscribe and I'll make sure to provide the best content possible for you guys. And I'll see you in the next one. Ciao!